turn that up. Sounds like they're in the key of D right now. I can hear a lot of different influences in this song already. One, two, three. Oh, that pretty smooth transition on their part. Yeah, they seamlessly transition between hard rock and 4/4 and some kind of jazzier. I shouldn't say that, but some cool progressive stuff in 3/4. I think that was a really good way to open the album. So maybe I should start by analyzing the lyrics a little bit. Now, I don't have like a lyric sheet with me or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to pay attention to the lyrics as I listen to them. But from what it sounds like, this song almost seems to be about a man sort of reminiscing about former love, former glory, yeah, stuff like that, basically, just reminiscing. Now, I think the phrase lucky in the morning could almost symbolize, like, maybe a fresh start, or, yeah, I don't know, just like a new dawn, sort of, the day will, no, like almost something, like you hear quotes about how the day will act out how you choose, your choices impact the way the day will play out, and I think that could almost tie into this song a little bit. But yeah, another thing that strikes me immediately is just how tight the band is. It sounds like they've been rehearsing for quite a while. I mean, from my knowledge, this is their second album. So you guys will have to let me know a little bit more about their first album. If it's kind of more like rocking or whatever. But not to say this isn't rocking stuff. But I also like the little nod to sort of some more progressive elements in music. You know, just like the section where they switch from 4/4, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, into 3/4, where they go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like just that kind of stuff. You know, it makes a song like stand out, kind of a unique way. So I'm hoping they kind of continue on with that relative theme. But it sounded like they started out in the key of E now, or sorry, the key of D. Now keep in mind my guitar is tuned a half step down, so anything I play here is actually 2 steps lower. But so right about here, it sounds like, at least at the beginning of the song. And then by the end of the song, it almost seemed like somehow they had kind of shifted, because normally when you're playing, a lot of the time people tend to stick to, like if you start out in D, you might want to go to A, and then maybe G or something like that. Just kind of maybe odd numbered frets, I guess. That's the more typical route to take. But these guys, I think somehow they managed to end up like almost on a what would that be right there? It'd almost be I think that would be F sharp or a G flat, sort of, in that relative key. And I kind of like what they do with the riff in there, but I can't remember exactly how it went. But yeah, just all around a really good starter song for this album. So, yeah, without further ado, let's keep going. Like the harmony on guitar there. This sounds like D to A to E. The guitarist is excellent. Oh, here we go. We're going into this sort of jazz style. You can hear a piano back there. That was quite the journey, especially for a song that's relatively short compared to some of the prog rock songs I've listened to. But yeah, man, like it just took you on quite a journey. I feel like, because the beginning had more of this sort of like triumphant sound, and then that, I don't know, that happiness almost turned to like sorrow by the end, or like somberness. I think just because of that like descending chord progression. But yeah, I love those harmonies too at the end. They almost kind of made me think about, like, they kind of made me think of like Clint Eastwood, or like what is it, Ennio Morricone style like soundtracks. He used that kind of harmony a lot when he was devising these very emotionally impacting songs. But at the beginning, it was a fairly like simple piece. It was just basically D to A to E, and then the chorus would come in, and there'd be a bunch of these amazing guitar solos over top. But yeah, I don't know. They just fused a lot of different things together, I think, in this song. I don't know. I like to also how they tried to include some like sort of jazzier stuff in there. I definitely call this album sort of like progressive, so far, like what I've heard of it. But another thing I love is just like the way the songs are produced. Like it just sounds good. It's not like you can hear a bunch of feedback, or like you can hear all the amps like whining and hissing away. It sounds like really clean, but also very like dense in the studio. It's like it isn't loaded with reverb. It just sounds like it was mic'd very well, like very professionally. So props to whoever the producer was on this album. If I dig it out here, then I'll grab it and see who that was. But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this album, so let's keep it going. Sounds like we're in church. To be fair though, if a band like this was playing in the church every Sunday, I would be there. I would be there. That's a very creative pattern for a 4/4 time signature. This vibe almost reminds me of like the sort of thing Pink Floyd were doing for Adam Hartmother. Almost sounds like a Leslie effect on the guitar there. Hear the wind howling. Bytor and the Snow Dog. No. For people who get that reference. Some backwards guitar effects there. Give everybody a solo. Come on. Well, I guess, actually, we just listened to two songs there. Sable and Pearl, and Falling as well. Um, I don't know. I don't really have that much to add on that I haven't already said. But again, I can kind of hear a plethora of influences on these guys, I guess. There's some portions of the songs that to me sound like early Pink Floyd. Some parts of the songs, I don't know, just sounds like good early 70s rock music, you know. Now, in terms of lyrics to the two songs, Sable and Pearl, or is it Saber and Pearl? Sable and Pearl? No, I think it's Sable and Pearl. um, that song, to me, has more straightforward, kind of romance-esque lyrics. I don't know, basically a man talking about how he feels like nothing he's done is new, and how, I don't know, he wants to convince this woman to join him because he believes that they might be able to do something, you know, special. But that's at least the message I got out of it. If there's like a deeper meaning or something, please let me know in the comments. But and then Falling, he talked about a well that was so deep you couldn't see the sky, and I'm like, that's a pretty deep well, you know. But no, other than that, I don't really know. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like a kind of underlying message here. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Falling. Maybe it could represent something he feels he has no control over, or I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at the like psychological aspects, but the main reason I busted out my guitar here is that I like that chunky guitar riff they were doing in Falling. Yeah, just, I don't know, really good stuff, I think. Like, I could hear some touches of Deep Purple in there, especially when the organ was playing over top of the guitar. Almost reminded me of, like, Child in Time. But, I don't know. I think these guys, I'm sure, had enough influences that they could create their own original sound. And, I don't know. I would certainly enjoy having seen these guys play live. But, yeah. So, side 2, I might just let run all the way through and then give my commentary at the very end. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the other side of the disc.